Welcome to Wednesday night, Crystal River Beef O'Brady's High School Player of the Week. We're winding down the season. This is all four schools. Then next week, we just have the two that are in the playoffs. That said, the self-promoting portion, which is not really self-promoting, we have a lot of fundraising and special tribute days coming up this weekend. Friday is Veterans Day, November 11th, so veterans eat for free with a purchase of greater or equal value, up to $10. Then on November 12th, Saturday, well, number one, the Gators play at 12, but on November 12th is a pancake breakfast for Lecanto Showstoppers 4-H Club. So you just can get a ticket at the door. It's $5 a ticket. All the money goes right back to them. And yeah, they always have a good turnout, and Dan makes some great pancakes. That said, I think that wraps it up. Like I said, we're winding down here, but we got all four schools. So let's get on with this presentation. We're going to start this night off with the Player of the Week from Lecanto High. It is Robert Yoakum. Good job. I heard you have been working really hard all season.
Thank you.
And now we have for Crystal River High, Xavier Francois McCohen. And that is the best I could do with that name. But I was just informed that your little brother thinks you're better.
No, it's not better than me.
I said you were better. I tricked him.
Thank you.
Yep, congratulations. I heard you worked hard real year, and good luck this week.
Thank you.
And now we have for Seven Rivers Christian High School, Markel Pryor. I'm working on my accents tonight. You had a great game, I heard. Congratulations. And now we're going to wrap this night up, but the fun is just getting started with Citrus High School's Chris Adamson. There you go, Chris. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Brett will be interviewing you and your coach here in just a few minutes.
Crystal River head coach Tony Lewis, and Coach, hard to believe we've blown through an entire season, but the good news is that it's not over for you guys. Still practicing, and a big state playoff game coming up on Friday.
Yeah, we're really excited. The kids are excited. This is the first time we've been to the playoffs since 2008. We had a big victory this past week, 30-27 over Hudson, and it was a physical game. We were pretty beat up at the game, but our kids were resilient. And we had some guys make some big plays. Our player of the game, Xavier, had a couple big catches and had the touchdown catch to seal the victory at the end.
Obviously, you're getting ready for a trip down to River Ridge, a playoff team from a year ago. Hudson, a team that they played in the regular season. Does that help seeing on film you guys against them and what they did against them, or did it not make a difference?
It makes a little bit of a difference, but you know, as we told our kids when we went to play Hudson, this will give us an idea of kind of the competition that we're going to be dealing with come playoff time. And we know River Ridge is a well-coached team, and it's going to be a great opportunity for us to go down and see how we fare.
You mentioned your player of the week, Xavier Francois McCullough, just to talk about his game on Friday and what really jumped out to you and the coaches.
He had a great game. You know, he had a couple of huge catches on, you know, one was a long pass that he broke into a post and made a big catch, and DeAndre Parker found him. And then, you know, we get a big kickoff return at the end of the game, and Xavier catches the touchdown over two guys in the back of the end zone with 15 seconds to go. So he had a great game, and it was a very exciting win for the Pirates.
Yeah, as Coach stated, I made the game-winning catch. It really meant a lot to us as a team to have that win and come out with it, and it makes us stronger as a team going into the playoffs. As we play River Ridge coming up Friday.
What's it been like this week as you guys get ready? Because there's a lot of teams across the state that have already turned in the equipment. Is it pretty exciting for you guys?
It's pretty exciting. For it being our first playoff game in 8 years, yeah, we're all excited. And we don't want it to end Friday, so we want to keep going.
Talk about River Ridge. I'm sure you've seen them on film getting ready. What do you have to do to win on Friday?
Play to our best ability. And just play as a team and come out and get the win.
Seven Rivers head coach Ray Green and the Warriors continue to play on. I mean, at this point, Coach, it's just happy to get out on the field for another week, survive in advance, right?
It is. I mean, it's a privilege to be in the third round of the state playoffs, but for us, it's, you know, we told the guys all week, are you happy to just be here or do you want to advance? So I think sometimes you can get caught feeling that way, that, look what we've done. We're deep into the playoffs, but our guys know that we haven't finished the job, and so hopefully we'll continue to work hard. I think this week's been great at practice, and I think our guys are ready for the challenge this week of a really good St. Stephen's team.
Does it help at all that this is a St. Stephen's team that you did see last year in the playoffs? I know you said they're a little bit different, but does it help that you've seen them in person and have an idea of what it's going to be like?
I think so, because it gives you a better respect for what they're capable of, and their quarterback, Fred Billy, and their running backs, and just their skilled people. They're so explosive. But, it's one thing to see people on film. It's another thing to have seen them in person, and they're very, very good at what they do, and I think it helps us, having seen those guys already last year, to really appreciate what they're capable of.
Your player of the week, Markel Pryor, it seemed like from the opening possession on, there was room for him to roam. He seemed like a key part of your game plan, and he came up with the big game for you guys.
He did. He's a special kid, and we ask a lot out of him on really all three phases: the return game, the defense, and the offense. So he's an explosive player and turned in another real good week for us.
We got to do what we got to do and finish the season off, but we got to finish it off strong. And I did what I had to do, and my teammates had to do what they had to do, and we came out with the win.
What's it like getting ready for St. Stephen's this week? A team that you guys played last year in the playoffs and didn't go as you planned. I'm sure you like a chance at revenge this time around.
Yeah, we came out. We practiced hard, and we had preparation to get ready for a good game.
As you look at them and get ready for them, what are a couple of things that you'll have to do to pick up a win on Saturday and advance to the state championship?
We just have to key on the quarterback. That's all we have to do. And they have good running backs and wide receivers, but we just have to stick to the quarterback.
Lecanto head coach Greg Harper, coach. Hard to believe it, but we just blown through an entire season. Kind of shocking when it's over and you're ready to turn in the equipment.
You're never quite ready to turn in equipment, but season is over, and our kids did a good job pushing through to the end of the season.
To talk about the season as a whole, and last week, I guess sort of a microcosm of the entire year. A couple of plays that could change the entire game, but you never see your team quit. That was really the story of the year, wasn't it?
No, the kids continued to fight. Fort White's a pretty good football team, and our guys just kept pushing through. Like you said, kind of like you've seen through the whole season. But, we had a good group of seniors this year, and we wish them the best, and we'll be getting started on next year here real soon.
Talk about your player of the week this week as a coaching staff, who you chose and why he stood out to you guys.
Well, Robert had a good game, but he's been coming along for a couple weeks now, really starting to do the things we'd want him to do, and that's one of the reasons that we chose him to be player of the week.
I think we came out not as strong, but I think in general we were a better team than what we did. I feel like we could have fought a lot harder than we did. Sometimes we'd show we were a good team, and then sometimes we wouldn't. And I don't know. I don't know how to explain it honestly.
Talk about, for the kids that aren't going to be back. I'm sure it was tough on Friday night for the seniors to know that had ended. What was that like?
More than half our team's seniors. There's like 22 seniors, and just kind of depressing. I've been playing with them my whole life.
Talk about now the off-season, the work that has to be put in, because I'm sure you guys learned from last year. It's great to win and move on, but as soon as one season ends, you got to get ready for the next year, don't you?
Yep, we got to get them freshmen in there working out the whole summer. Just got to get everybody on track. It's a cycle. You got to get everybody doing what they got to do.
Citrus head coach Jim Hazer, Player of the Week awards here at Crystal River Beef O'Brady's. Coach, it seems hard to believe that we've just blown through 11 Fridays and the season's over, is it?
It's definitely gone by quick. We've a lot of ups and downs through the season. 2 hurricanes. We went a week without water in Inverness, but all that adversity, and our kids just kept playing and never quit, never stopped.
Talk about your kids, because you mentioned those things, obviously, a lot that really could have set this team back and kept them from coming together. But this season is a group that just fought and fought and fought all year long. Got to make you proud of what they accomplished.
It's unbelievable. Even Friday night after, we lost to a really good Forest team, but, the kids were up and as coaches, we were proud of them. They were proud of themselves, and you know they never quit.
When we put this season into perspective, we saw the moves you guys made forward from a year ago, and if the same type of move is made forward to next year, the future certainly looks bright for Citrus.
Definitely. You know, we're going to miss our seniors, but you know, we told the juniors Friday night, you know, when you wake up on Saturday, it's your team now, and it's time to take charge. And we got a great young group coming up from JV last year, so hopefully we'll keep improving.
Talk about your player of the week, the final one of the season, why you guys picked him, and what stood out.
Chris Adamson's our player of the week. He was out with injuries a couple weeks ago. He came back and played real well against Lecanto, and then you know, against Forest, he played both sides of the football. He had a couple of tackles on defense. Offensively, he had our only touchdown. He had about 10 carries for 80 yards, and you know, it was the shiny moment Friday night.
It really flew by, like with all the challenges that coach was talking about, like without the water and losing our former head coach in the beginning of the season. It was kind of hard on us, but us as a team, we fought hard through it all and all the struggles, and as long as we stayed together as brothers, played as a team, we got through it pretty well. And honestly, it went by pretty fast, saying this is my senior season, and it's sad, but it was pretty good. I'm glad it went the way it did.
I mean, isn't it pretty amazing to think about it? I mean, the rough year last year, the way it started before you guys even played a game this year, to do what you did on the field this year, I mean, it's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yes, sir. From last year to this year, I know we've seen a lot of improvement. Like last year was kind of like a building year. We had just lost a bunch of seniors from the year before that. And I'm sure this year was also a building year because next year, I'm sure the juniors and sophomores and everything will carry on what we've started, and they'll do even better than we did this year.